Episode 196. What's going on, familia? My first time. It's my first time. Guys, the first time can always be scary, but we're going to talk about how important it is to throw yourself into the scene and onto the dance floor, and what truly can be learned and what can be gained when putting yourself out there and getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. Andres Fernandez and Mr. Rico himself, Pablo Peña Garcia, for another Rico recap. I absolutely love these tangible episodes. So thank you, Pablo, once again for
I really love them.
Kind of pulling things, down. Sometimes we go into the airy fairy type of stuff, but it's awesome to be able to really bring value to you guys, the viewers and listeners, as the most important things. And I would say this is one of the most important things. But it's difficult. It's difficult. What have been some of the, I guess you could say, rebuttals or challenges, or, kind of like hesitations that the students give you when it comes to them actually going out? Because we talk about going out all the time. It's always in our chats. All the time,
yes.
It's always in the chats. It's, in all over, Miami and Broward, we're promoting different parties. We have a lot of different tools.
2 different group chats for salsa and Miami and Broward. So
absolutely. Guys, if you haven't downloaded the Salsa Kings app yet, go ahead and do that. Scroll down where you'll find, where's the party. And from there, you'll be able to see salsa parties in Broward and in Miami. And it'll jump you into a accurate, we've worked very hard to be able to build an accurate WhatsApp group chat with promoters from both counties. If you're in the South Florida area, which is accurate to the styles as well. We try to
salsa and bachata.
Salsa and bachata.
Bachata.
Right. So if you're a bachatero, also same time, you'll be able to see all the different groups within that Latin parties community. But getting right into it. So what's some of the stuff that you've heard? And I think you just told me
a little bit about it.
Yeah, an awesome perspective on with this student. But go ahead, I'll let you take it away.
So after class, when we have classes on University Park, shout out to my students, I love them. Classes Tuesdays and Thursdays, 7:30 p.m. But
join the fun.
But something that has been very common, because we've been getting a lot of new people who are also doing crowns very early. And by very early, I mean like first, second class.
Pablo, what does a crown mean?
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you for asking, Andres. Funny you should ask. So a crown is the test that we have to go from the first hour to the second hour, beginner to intermediate hour, for those of you who don't know, who've never been to our class. And the test is you basically dancing a salsa song, for 4 minutes without stopping your feet. You don't have to do any turns. You don't have to do a quadrillion amount of steps. You just do normal basic, maybe go into a 2-step. But you got to keep your timing, stay on the number you start. And an instructor will choose a random song, often Mark Anthony. And we'll just get onto that. Then we'll send it to Mr. Adam Montero, and he'll decide if you pass or not. But if you pass, we'll give you a crown. We don't have crowns on right now, but if you go to our website, it's probably there. We have a picture or two. And you'll get the crown, and you can go to the intermediate, and you can also go to the Rueda and workshop classes on Fridays. Oh, he's getting a crown. Wait. He's getting a crown. Ta-da! Wait, it's not showing. Oh, there it is. And it's in a nice little box. Super nice box.
So it's essentially our Salsa Kings badge of honor, if you would, that basically says I am a salsero or salsera.
I know how to dance.
I know how to dance. And that doesn't, just because I know how to dance doesn't mean I know how to dance complicated. Doesn't mean I know all the turn patterns of the world. It just means that I can connect with someone else who enjoys salsa music.
Mic drop. Well, don't drop the mic, but mic drop.
For sure. So, okay. So these people have been getting their crowns.
Yes. So they've been getting their crowns really early, first or second class, which is amazing. I'm super proud of them, because to have the courage to do the test on the first or second class and risk the possibility of failure it takes courage, to put it in better words. So No, they've been getting their crowns and they already know how to dance, so they're joining the second hour. And we're very proponent of like, let's go out, let's go dance, like we want to go have fun. And a lot of these new students are like, but I don't know how to dance. Like I just started. Like that's a little bit over my head, you know. I don't really want to do this. I feel like I'm not ready. And that couldn't be further from the truth. Which, to be completely fair, yeah, you started. You know, only a couple steps. Maybe you only know a turn or two. But going out, first of all, it's one of the steps in your journey for a reason. And it's step number 3.
2.
So you get your coronation and the next thing you should be doing is go out. And we designed it like that.
Essentially, it just shows that you're ready, even though you may not feel that you're ready.
Of course.
But that you are ready. If you can dance one song, that means that you can dance all night long. I mean, that because all night long is just a series of one songs.
So I'm gonna kind of list off the excuses that I've heard from students. Not excuses, the justifications of why they don't want to go out. So get a good angle. So a couple I've heard is, I want to find my dancing style or my identity before going out to dance.
Woof.
Another one I've heard is, I'm not ready. Like I just started. Like that you just started. Like it's a justification for you not allowing yourself to have fun. I guess those are the 2 biggest ones.
Which would you say is more common?
Oh, definitely the second one. But I just heard the first one and it was like interesting. And of course, it's completely the opposite. You find your identity faster. I think you would totally agree with me. You find your identity by going out.
Well, you have the opportunity to practice. I mean, I think what people don't understand is that when you take a dance class, okay, well, let's back it up. Social dance. Social dance requires you to practice connecting with other people. Keyword being practice. When you're in a dance class, the teacher, in order to be able to capture everyone's attention, has to be giving you new material. Because otherwise, if they're not giving you new material, it's no longer a dance class, it's a social.
Right.
If they're just playing music the entire time, then it's just a social. And then, okay, well, I signed up for a dance class, right? So a class means you're learning something new. However, I think what's gotten lost is everyone realizing that repetition is the mother of all learning. Practice is the mother of all learning.
Work ethic, reps.
Putting in your reps. That's a great way to describe it. So when you're in a dance class, if you have a teacher that's conscious about how much music they're playing, they're going to play 4 songs in an hour,
maybe
5 at like maximum.
Yep.
Okay. So 5 times 3, 15 minutes. You get 15 minutes of experience under your belt. You attend a dance class. When you go out, how long do you normally go out for?
Like 1 or 2 hours.
1 or 2 hours. So let's say you're there for the shortest amount of time, an hour. That's 4 times more experience
than one dance class.
Than a dance class. You would have to take 4 dance classes, 4 different days. And if we're doing a normal program that's twice a week, right? That's 2 weeks.
And I would argue that if you start dancing for 10 minutes, you already warm up. And then the next 50 minutes are gonna be like done 2 times.
You're jumping hoops like it's nobody's business. Hence the reason why it's the second step on their journey is because you learn so much and just kind of realize when you sit there and kind of watching everyone else. Because you're gonna sit for about 15 to 30 minutes just watching.
Yep.
And there's nothing wrong with that. You're kind of getting the vibe for everything. You know, kind of like, you know, you just walked into somebody's house for the first time, and you know you're not gonna, you know, walk in, throw your shoes across the room and like, hey, let me get an orange juice. Like, you're not gonna do that,
Tu
right?
casa, mi casa.
Yeah, right? Yeah. I like that. Tu casa, mi casa.
Tu casa, mi casa.
So you know, you're gonna get the vibe, you're gonna connect a little bit, and then you're gonna realize, you're gonna look around, you're like, wow, I know how to do what they're doing.
Right.
And as a matter of fact, you may even be like, well, they don't look like they're having a lot of fun, you know, or oh wow, like they're doing a lot of turn patterns, or you know,
let me make an analogy. It's kind of, if you go to a salsa class and then you don't go out, it's kind of like going to a class to learn Italian and then going to Italy not talking Italian.
Oh yeah, right.
Like, yeah, like, you know,
or never going to Italy, right?
Right.
So it's like, okay, I'm practicing this for a purpose. What's the reason why I'm doing this, right? And it's to be able to connect with others. I'm learning a language, to be able to connect with somebody else. I'm learning Italian, and then when someone Italian is in front of me, for me to shy away from actually using, what you learned. And I actually I challenge you to take on this perspective. You will have more fun. You will have more fun actually practicing what you learned than the fun that you have in class. Even though that may seem far-fetched that, oh my God, class is so much fun. How could it be more fun than this? That's just scratching the surface. You're getting a teaser of what it is to go out. So basically, I guess you could say, and again, thank you, Pablo, for this. This is a great, there's so much value in this topic.
This message.
That the first times, can definitely be nerve-wracking. And the amount that you can learn in that first initial experience is wild, beyond what you can imagine. And I say that because we don't know what we don't know.
And I would actually venture to say, and taking it a little bit aside salsa right now, that going out, especially, and I'm gonna say this from my perspective, especially because I started going out to salsa places when I was maybe 18, almost 19. And I didn't really go out much in high school, believe it or not. And I used to go out like 4 times a week when I was dancing salsa, like consistently. So what I'm trying to say is that, yes, you do learn how to dance salsa faster. And if that's your goal, you definitely need to go out.
Well,
100%.
And I even go, that's if you want to learn, like you want to learn fast, right? But I would even go as far as for saying, aside from the fact that that's true, of course,
right?
You're actually able to cash in and like receive the rewards, the feelings, all the awesome juju of the music, of the people, the vibe.
Actually have more fun.
Getting dressed and doing the whole go out thing. It doesn't need to be at the club.
Right.
Let's pay, 10x what the bottle normally costs, in these really uncomfortable chairs and these lights are flashing in my face. Like, you can actually enjoy yourself at a nice venue with classy music, with people that dress up nice. And I think that's what, kind of like the scene, if you would, offers us.
Yes.
Another way to connect that doesn't necessarily have to always be sensual, or dare I say it, sexual. Like you can,
clubby.
Right. Like you can connect with someone of the opposite gender and enjoy yourselves without it having to go, in that arena, for lack of better words, I guess you can say, and that's why I've always kind of gotten behind energetically the light energy that the salsa provides, and I think maybe that might be where some of the hesitation comes from, is like kind of like not knowing how wholesome.
Like this is gonna be like a club. Like I'm gonna have to,
right? Like I gotta like put on a face, and I gotta have defense, and I gotta like. No, you can literally, like, there's people that, people dress up, but at the same time, like, a lot of them dress, if you would, even athletically, dare I say it. Like, like they're ready to sweat, like
to
dance. And people go to dance, like, and that's, for me, it's a beautiful thing, especially if you go to just watch, because you can truly enjoy watching people have fun in the way that they do. And expressing themselves, and of course, it's a great way to learn on top of kind of just sharing the joy of this awesome music.
Oh, what I was gonna say, I feel like some people, and I was gonna say this before, like especially me before, when you don't have much experience going out or being around, like you're not very social. You're just not a very social person who struggles talking to people, because you just haven't had enough reps. Salsa is the best place ever to meet new people, practice, make friends, get your reps in, because being social and knowing how to talk to people and connecting is reps. There's no other way to do it. You can read books or watch YouTube videos, but from my limited experience as a 21-year-old, It's about reps.
Absolutely. Yeah, como todo. Como todo. Al final del día, como todo. But I guess what's positive about this is that everyone is a little bit more welcoming and warm because everyone's there under the same
interest or
right, and under the same interest. Exactly. So it's like, okay, you either dance salsa, want to dance salsa, or you just like salsa. And salsa being just the connector piece overall, which gives you something, to talk and connect about, even if you don't even have the same language. Like you don't even need to speak, and you're able to get to know each other so much on the dance floor, which is what this entire podcast is about.
Yes.
Self-discovery and connecting with others and being sensitive and feeling how they are and adjusting and chameleonizing, blah, 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 blah. As a matter of fact, bro, this just hit me right now. I talk about this in episode 2. Beginner tips. And it's just the concept of métete. At the end of the day, you're dancing, you're expressing yourself. And I'm super, super proud of all of our guys that are really making this happen within their first month. That we're able to at least we're doing as best as I can to make people feel comfortable, trusting in obviously the instructors to be able to invite them somewhere that's, wholesome. That's the word that I like to use. Welcoming. That's not, intimidating per se, even though because at the end of the day, it is the entire concept is intimidating, kind of doing something, new, for the first time.
Let me give you guys something that I heard the other day. I was watching a podcast. I was listening to a podcast. I don't remember the name, but it's by a lady named Leila Hormozi. And one thing she said is that when you have fear or you have anxiety or something like that, and mind you have a little purse right here, a little purse.
A purse?
A purse, like a little purse.
Okay, mine's cuter than yours.
Yeah, I have a purple one.
Okay, well mine's
purple.
Mine's gold.
Gold?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. You did that a little too good there, brother. Okay.
Yeah, like right here. So take that fear, take that anxiety, put it in the purse, and take it with you. Because it's not going to go away. Just take it with you.
Ooh. It's not going to go away. You manage it. I like it.
And you're not actually afraid of doing the thing that you think you're afraid of. Is that your brain is like, we've never done this before. You're going to be in front of a lot of people. Like, this is dangerous. Like, I don't know what's going to happen. But once you actually go and start doing it, you're not actually going to be nervous. Like, 30 seconds in, you're going to be like, okay, I'm in it. Like, let's just do it. Like,
what's funny is that it's about 30 seconds.
It's about 30 seconds? Maybe if it's like a public speaking, maybe like 2 minutes, but depends.
Yeah. But in the grand scheme of things, it's a very, very short period of time.
Yes. And it's a known. It's just because it's a known.
And once you bloop, bloop, you just jump over that, like, you're all good. Especially if you, for example, when it comes to the salsa, you earn your crown. You earn your crown because you didn't stop your feet. You already succeeded. So therefore you are ready for the dance floor. It's just our minds that can trick us to thinking that it's more complicated than that, I think. But that's wonderful, bro. I really, really like that. The fear's not going to go away. You put it in the purse, you tuck it, and you take it with you. Like you're not, it's not going to vanish until after you've done what it is that you need to do.
But you got to decide to take it with you.
Correct.
There's no other way.
I really, really like that. Pablo. That's why he is Pablón now.
El
Rico, bro. This is gold. Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Appreciate you.
First time, episode 196. Guys, we want to see you on Miami Salsa Cruise. You thought I wasn't going to mention it? You crazy. Miami Salsa Cruise, February 22nd through the 28th. We're going to be aboard the Carnival Horizon. We're going to Ocho Rios, Jamaica. We're going to Grand Cayman, and we're going to Cozumel, Mexico. Again, the last week of February 2026. Visit MiamiSalsaCruise.com for more information. Get your event ticket. If you are a Salsa Kings member, if you're in the South Florida area, if you are a Salsa Kings member, your event ticket is waived.
For free.
It is waived. So
for you and a guest.
And a guest. That's right.
For you and a guest.
And a guest. So Become a Salsa Kings member. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Join the classes. Join the fun. I would love to shake your hand. I'd love to dance with you. And we will check you guys out next time. Andres Fernandez, Rico.
Bye-bye.